A very good morning to all of you. I am Sonam Dubey, Assistant Professor in SIRT Bhopal. Now, today I have discussed about the various things of computer networking. Now, first of all, we just understood what is computer networking. Now, when two or more computers are connected with each other for the purpose of sharing resources, then it forms a computer network. Now, network topologies. Network topologies basically define the structure of the network. That means we can say when two or more computers are connected in which manner that define the topology. So, in computer network, basically three types of network topologies are defined. The first one is physical topology, logical topology, and hybrid topology. In physical topology, it is again partitioned into five types of topologies, and the second one is logical topology. In logical topology, it defines how the host access the media to send this data. It is again divided into two parts, that is broadcast and token passing. And the third one is hybrid topology. Now, the first one is bus topology. This is the first basic type of topology in which all the devices are connected to a central cable called bus or backbone. Here in this picture we can see the multiple devices, like there are for total 5 systems, and T is denoted the node, the endpoint, and the center is a backbone link. These are terminator at each end of the bus that stop the signals and keep it from traveling backwards. Now, there are several advantages of this topology, like there is no central controller and control reside in each station. That means each and every information is shared by this backbone link, and it is very easy to install, and this backbone cable can be led along the most efficient path then connected to the nodes by drop line by various lanes. But this is disadvantage also, because when there is no security in this type of topology, because when one system transmit the data, it just put the data into backbone cable and this data is carried forward to the all other devices. So there is no security and difficult reconfiguration and fault isolation, because we can't say where the problem is arise. So we can say this is not the best topology. Now, the second one is ring topology. In ring topology, all the devices are connected in the form of ring. That means it just form a closed loop. Each device is connected directly to each other devices or one other either side of it. So there is a lot of advantage of this topology. The first one is avoid the collision. That means each and every device is capable of sharing the information and resources to the next node just beside it, and each pair of station has a point-to-point connection and a signal is passed along the ring in one direction. So we can say this is from only a flow information flow only one direction. Now, each device incorporates a repeater, relatively easy to install and reconfigure. Fault isolation is simplified, because if all the devices are connected to each other, so if there is any problem arises, so we can easily find out which devices has an error. Now, the third one is star topology. Star topology, in there is two main things. The first one is central controller and the other one is the sub node. All the devices are connected to a central hub and nodes communicate access the network by passing data through the hub or switch. That means all the information firstly stored in this central computer and this information flow through the link to all the devices. That means we can achieve more security in star topology, and it is very easy to install and reconfigure. And the second one is robustness. If one link fail, that then only the other link can do the same work. And easy fault identification and isolation. As long as the hub is working, it can be used to monitor link problems and bypass defect links. Now, the disadvantage is the devices are not linked to each other. If one devices want to send data to another, it sends it to the controller, then it again resend the data to the destination node. The next one is tree or hierarchical topology. In tree or an hierarchical topology, it is a collection of different types of topology in which various internetworking devices like hub, switch are used. It allows more devices to be attached to a single central hub and can therefore increase the distance a signal can travel between the devices. But it needed a lot of cabling, so it is costly as compared to the other devices. It allows the network to isolate and prioritize the communication from different computers. That means if there is one network fail, then other computers can do the same thing. So the disadvantage is the devices are not linked to each other. Each devices may be independent, and all these devices are connected through a common link. Now, if one devices want to send data to other, it send it to the controller and which then relay the data to the other connected devices. That means suppose a system having some personal data and it want to share this data to the other devices and that are connected to the switch or hub. So we can just send this information to the hub, then hub circulate this information to that particular devices. So we can easily transfer our data or we can share the resources among different types of computers. Now the next one is mesh topology. In mesh topology, each and every devices are connected to each other. We can say it is just like a complete structure or fully connected devices. Each host has its own connection to all other hosts. Mesh topology is implemented to provide as much protection as possible from interruption of services. A nuclear power plant might use a mesh topology in a network control system, although the internet has multiple paths to any one location. It does not adopt the full mesh topology advantage. The use of dedicated link guarantees that each connection can carry its data load by eliminating the network problem. But the disadvantage of this mesh topology is there is multiple links and cable is required. So that's why it is very costly. But here is a no concept of central controller. That means each and every device is capable of sharing the information and send the resources. So if any devices has a problem, so other devices can send the data to the other destination. Now, privacy and security. The privacy and security is not achieved in this type of topology, and because here it is a point-to-point link make fault identification and different solution. The disadvantage, a large amount of cabling required, a large amount of input output ports is required because each and every devices are connected to each other. That's why we have required a more number of cabling. Installation and reconfiguration are difficult because each and every devices are connected to each other. So firstly we have to find out where is the problem is arise. Then we can just simply say or see where the problem is arise. So we have to check each and every device where is the problem arises. Now the sheer bulk of the wiring can be greater than the available space can accommodate. The hardware required to connect each link, input output ports and cables can be pretty expensive. It requires a number of input output ports and cable which are so expensive. So that's why we generally not prefer this type of devices. Now the wireless network. Wireless network is a type of computer network that uses wireless data connections for connecting networking nodes. In nowadays we can just see different types of topologies and different types of networking is arise, like wireless network, wired and wireless network. In wireless network we can just say, for example, there is a computer or there is a mobile phone, laptop, PCs, Bluetooth devices, Wi-Fi. These all are the example of wireless network. Now Bluetooth. Bluetooth is also a kind of wireless devices. It is a short range wireless technology which is used for exchanging data between fixed and mobile devices over the short distances, and it is using UHF radio waves and ISM bands from 2.40 to 2.48 gigahertz. And it is a standard which is defined by the IEEE. Now the second one is Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi basically stands for wireless fidelity. Wi-Fi is a local area wireless technology in which we connect two or more devices through the radio waves. Wi-Fi network use radio technology to transmit and receive data at a very high speed, and it is generally based on the IEEE 802.11 family of standard. Now access point. The access point is a wireless LAN transceiver or base station that can connect one or many wireless devices simultaneously to the internet. Now the internet, how information travel through the internet. This is header and sequence ID, end of message and data block. The header provides the complete destination address for the packet, and after that a data block in which the portion of the overall information carried by the packet. And the next one is sequence ID. Sequence ID is nothing but the information belong to a relation to the rest of their information. And the last one, end of messages. Here we can just place ID of end of the packets. Now how the information travel through the internet. When you connect to the website through the ISP and start exchanging information, there is not a fixed connection between your computer and the web server's computer hosting the website. Instead, the information is exchanged using the best possible path at that particular time. Special computers called routers determine these paths. Here the router is a special device which is basically route the path. When two or more devices are connected to the router, so it just finds the best path among all these devices. Here in this example we can just see there is one computer connected to the ISP. ISP stands for Internet Service Provider, and it is just connected to the router to the web server. So when we just request any web page to the to the internet, it just go through the ISP and the router, and router just find out which is the best part and then just responds our request. So this is the complete process of our topology. Now thank you.